Hello. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating, and he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
I'm back.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. First carry for James Conner. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I made a channel, like, I think yesterday.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I'll make it. I have a link for it here on
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now he's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
I think.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
I don't have all the equipment that I have right now, so I'm not sure how I'm going to...
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-0
I could always record on
lead.
my phone. I could
So
do
the
my
field goal
regular
there
vlogs.
caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, because they were successful in getting 3, or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
I might even talk about the new Mario movie. So, I'm not trying to make my, I might try to make my first game of podcast tomorrow.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I'm gonna try to record on.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fans going to get lucky and get the game ball.
It's a habit.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
I just started the channel, so I don't have anything uploaded yet. But if you want to be a part of the Gamer Podcast, be sure to subscribe to the channel.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen.
We're doing on
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
My things separate.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They changed PlayStation.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I haven't been able to Twitch stream on my skating channel to my system because I think it's still live streaming. I have live streaming connected to my system.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first, but if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
I'll just have to keep my podcast on YouTube. But I'll still share them here on Twitch whenever I upload new ones.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
I've been wanting that game for a while.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I have a few games there that I haven't streamed yet, I haven't played yet, so.
Now Newton on 1st down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way he can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
I noticed I'm going on a follower too on Twitch. I need to have 233 followers, and I've got 130.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
But actually I have this website that I use called Y-Spot.
Here for a good little gain.
And it lets you know
He's
who's
able to
unfollowed
rattle
you.
off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
So you can unfollow
All
them.
right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs,
Which is
they're going to open up a
video,
world of
unfollow
opportunities for
them.
this offense going forward.
And then I'll unfollow me.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
If you're going to unfollow me, I'd rather not be in your way. I try not to
Newton
be
to
too
throw.
upset, but people unfollow my channel.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
I don't live by myself right now. Maybe one day after I make a few Twitch points.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
I haven't even got my license yet, though.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
I'm driving. Let's hope it. I'll get it when I'm ready.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal.
I want to get my dream car. My dream car is a, I don't even know what name it is.
The shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
It ain't showing who unfollowed me, so they might have just deleted their account or something. I'm not sure.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Oh well.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
If they delete their account, but...
So that one a long 11-play drive. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score.
Oh no, maybe I won't show it yet. Anyway, it's okay. If you want to keep it with 2 and follows here, you can go to I think the wisespot.com and add your channel to it, and you can use it as a moderator. But it also lets you know
out to kick this one away.
People has unfollowed you. So that way you can keep the
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I think that's a good word for them.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
I use Streamlabs for my commands. And they have timers that post by themselves, but sometimes they post too much, like at the same time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Like, I posted myself using,
And before they can run another play, the clock hits 000. And time is up on the 1st quarter. 7-3 the score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
It's just all the commands are just advertising my stuff. So
back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
By, a company called On TV. If you're a streamer, you probably heard of them, because they sell like overlays and designs for your channel, and like you can create your own emotes and get sub badges, and I'm sponsored by them.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in, and we'll check out the call.
Premium offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
What it does is it's a separate way of me making money, apart from Twitch, so that'll help a lot.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
So, and on TV is expensive. Because that's how good their product is. So yeah,
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To get all 24 emotes is like 150 altogether. Plus a few more dollars.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Always knocks me out. Nate, what's up, box man? I know it's a security
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Or get bits or donate. You know, buying through my sponsors using my code or links can help me earn money too.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Get paid from them after make referrals, so
Still 2nd down.
So I get paid for every referral I get. So I can use my link to buy something. I'll get paid 30%.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
That helps me make money apart from streaming. And also,
they'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open. And he'll get this one down. Just shy of the 20.
You're right. You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
This has been going on for a while. That's pretty cool emotes. There's a few I want to get from my channel. I actually want to make my own emote, like, from them. So they have, like, emote packages that you can get, or you can create your own emote, like your own.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
They have animated emotes too. They have Twitch alerts.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
That was me yawning. I'm tired, man. I'm tired from yesterday. I went walking yesterday. I can't. I might have walked for a whole hour, I think. Almost a whole hour.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do is they run it here.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards. Well, you were right when you predicted run, but it wasn't just some space that they got. They got a first down.
And that's got to be a real punch in the gut for the defense, doesn't it? Because they expected to get off the field on that play. Instead, they've got to line up again.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
After the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Fighting ahead at the 15. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Got hurt real bad. Got tackled. And got tackled.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 short. busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Newton on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Their favorite team is the Falcons. That's pretty cool. That's my nephew's favorite thing.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. McCaffrey on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated.
Offense.
The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run with McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the counter, here's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, Instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
I was talking about Christian McCaffrey from the Panthers.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Again, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Newton now to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Thursday. I'll be spectating
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And then I'll be streaming football again Sunday.
This is McCaffrey.
The
ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Because I'm trying to grow in there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Roethlisberger now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Of celebrities, what they look like if they had regular jobs. It's funny. Shows who's
on the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
On the counter of some restaurant, I'm not sure, but that's funny.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Nice job there, finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A give to Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man. That's funny, man.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
From the quarter. Not the last play of the quarter, but like...
And Boswell's kick is good.
Yeah.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. It's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, and we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Yeah, I should have highlighted that, like clipped it. I might try to clip it right quick. That was a good one.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
I'll just call him the old pass, I guess. It was.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I have a lot of Twitch clips I need to upload. I have like 35.
On second down, here's Newton. Smith catches left side. No gain in time on the completion, and it'll be third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
I'll post it.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Newton.
Can't find it.
Eluding the and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There you go.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Greg Olsen was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give is to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Touchdown, Carolina.
clip that one too.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time.
That's crazy. How that happened? That guy's like, what happened?
Gano for the extra point.
That's pretty good.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
That was funny how it was all quiet for me. Like everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, man. So I guess that was it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
That was a good play, man, wherever that was.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Because he was wide open to run.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Is it small? He eats slime in the base. Interesting.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Black 20. Back to back.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
That's one of my favorite songs right there. That's from a band called Chaotic Ideas. I have a string now, and it's connected to my string too, but I don't use all the features for it. You know, string lines more.
Boswell
so
on now to kick this one away.
Posted right there saying you couldn't get the song because
this is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And I always put my videos to YouTube after.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
But that's actually the song I'm listening to. I want to share. You just can't hear it. At least I don't think you can. I don't have it up loud.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They get copyrighted.
Here's Newton now on second down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Newton. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continue to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Because I know when I watch football on TV, they always push the players. Not always.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And they should be pushing them away from it. Because as soon as you cross the line, you get the first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And that play goes through the game when it got intercepted. I don't know why that guy was throwing to him, because
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Because the player was already out of bounds.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Yeah,
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Also have a just what I have posted with the link right there.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
So if you want to check that out, you can. And if you buy something, I appreciate it. You know. So yeah, I have a lot of different stuff in my belt section that you can check out.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go featured viewer.
This is Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Tab your Twitch name, logo, channel info, the follow button.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Viewers to see and check out. So you can do that by going to the about section and keep scrolling until you see the featured viewer panel and exchange 500 bits to have your channel advertised.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
I don't know how much 500 bits is. I don't use it.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Not in real life, especially. It's just a game where some people have ridiculous over games, like real NFL games, like if their team loses, to like go crazy over, like go crazy about it. Like it's,
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there on 20 yards. He's back to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
They might be tired, maybe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch. Gets his feet down. Sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jonathan Bostic able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And now out come the Steelers. They have the lead, obviously late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yep.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. You can share it with the home team.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
And I hope y'all enjoyed watching. And be sure to follow the channel and subscribe if you can, because that'll help, you know, the channel grow. That'll also help me get the new football game 23.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching